boxer, right, of a Richard Mille.
145 grand.
Yeah, a Richard Mille.
145 grand.
What did they do about it?
Grand.
What did they do about it?
They've done nothing. Nothing. Done what you're doing, making phone calls. Nothing.
Yeah, okay. Right, mate, this is the last you're going to hear from me, alright? The last you're going to hear from me.
Hang on, you forgot as well, yeah? Robbed the Adamses for 7 boxes of work. What did they do? Nothing.
Who?
Robbed the Adamses, robbed them for 7 boxes of work. They've done nothing. Robbed the Scousers for Richard Mille, 145 grand. They've done nothing.
Okay.
Now for Benjamin Lyons. Have you spoke to your brother? Because I had a nice phone call with your brother a minute ago. Did you ring your brother?
Did I ring me brother?
I've got all your addresses. I've got your addresses in Scotland, Ireland, and fucking Liverpool. And I've got all your addresses.
Yeah.
I just rung your brother. Ring your brother. Ring your brother. He'll tell you. I just spoke to someone called Danny from London. So I think you need to ring your brother. So I've got all your addresses. And I'll tell you what Benjamin Lyons is going to do for me, robbing him for 95 grand. He's going to do nothing.
Yeah.
So you, the Adamses, and the fucking Scousers, you all team up. You all try and pay a black kid £10,000 or 250 grand on my head. And you join the motherfucking queue that's behind you. Because you'll do nothing.
Yeah.
Biv.
Early in the morning,
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back. I actually am back with the same video. I'm back again with the same video. Now listen, as you guys know, I did a video yesterday all about Danny Simpson. Who was Danny? Because the day before that I was up all night just researching the guy. I was thinking, right, this is the most interesting fucking story I've come across in ages. Everything's so boring recently. Then I went out, I was busy all day, studio. I went for a walk in the evening as well when I got back. And yeah, I didn't even see the engagement, didn't see how many views it was getting until literally right at the end. Didn't see the engagement. But it came to my attention because my brethren, big up Ollie by the way, my brethren shouted at me and was like, Danny's a bit unhappy with some of the things, he's seen it. I was like, say no more, you know, pass a message on, XYZ, he mediated, and then I reached out to Danny myself and had a conversation, you know, completely squashed it, you know, there is no beef, this absolute peace thing. I understand the bits that he was unhappy with, completely take full responsibility for that. Definitely wasn't my intention to incriminate or put anyone in harm's way. That's definitely not the intention here. It's the opposite really, but you know, I can see how things will be interpreted and stuff. That's not my intention. So literally spoke it out, sent him 1-2 voice note, he sent a couple voice notes back. Donnie actually even said, you know, just take out certain bits and re-upload it. You know, the video's doing well, re-upload it, this, that, and you know, I respect that. So, but thing is with me, I don't really like doing the choppy change and editing thing. I just prefer to deliver videos raw and just a bit more real. So I'm just gonna do it raw and real again, but just change the angle a little piece. Someone told me yesterday that the Paddy, the guy whose sources I used, commented on my video, and I never saw the comment. So if you see this video, if you see this, big up your thing. I didn't see if the comment was hate or love. I don't know in it, but either way, big up your thing. The original sources, the original interviews is in the description below. So hit him up, follow. He got the first scoop. Hit him up, show love, all of that. And everyone sending me the story yesterday needs to relax, man. There is no bounties, especially a bag bounty. Come on now, let's be real here. I'm worth a lot more than that, fam. He already knows the feds are on him. He ain't gonna incriminate himself like that. You know what I'm trying to say? That was all part of the plan. He actually did that after we squashed it, just so I can get some traffic to the channel because he's showing love. You know what I'm saying? So big up Danny, big up Ollie. And you know what I'm saying, apologies again. So please like the video for me, please subscribe if you're new, hit the bell to be notified, because I'll be dropping videos all over the place, random ass times, you know what I'm trying to say. So who is Danny Simpson and why has Danny been going around making the rounds? So recently on social media, a person called Danny Simpson has been going around making the rounds. And this has been the most intriguing story for me for a long time. And what's happened this year is that a video has been circulating of 95 grand basically. And it was on Danny's story, he put it on his Instagram, and basically saying, you'll do nothing. And now, the story that was circulating on social media is that this Danny has robbed a specific family for 95 grand. And that's what that video is about. You see the video at the start I played where he's like, literally, you're all gonna do nothing. Every single time I watch that video, I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked because it's just so brazen. I've got no qualms. I'm a man of peace. Yeah, I'm saying I've got no beef with no one. I'd rather come into this industry to make friends and not make enemies. But my man does not give a shit. Does not give a shit. And as I said in yesterday's video, I'm rooting for him. But either way, he doesn't care. I'm a man of peace. When the war comes to me, I'll defend myself, of course. You know, it is what it is. But I'm not looking for war. My man doesn't care. Danny himself has been making the rounds, like himself. He's actually been going to different platforms to do interviews, He was on Big Ego Entertainment. Actually, in fact, I think there's a new Big Ego Entertainment coming out. So he deleted the other one because the audio was a bit shit. But I think Danny's actually come in person now. He did an interview with the Paddy. I can't remember the guy's name, but I mentioned him earlier in the video. Big up his thing. He did a couple videos there. So I was up all night watching these videos, literally, because I was just interested. I was intrigued. Not to mention the things he was saying was. I personally think it was dangerous. Obviously, I said certain things in my video which happily edited out, but I think he just needs to relax with some of the things he says, bro. Like some of the articles he was showing, things like that, because I was only doing it. I was only looking for a video type thing. But if serious people are looking, when people got a family and kids to look after and shit, I ain't trying to wish that on no one. So. I don't know why I'm sitting here giving a gangster advice, but I'm just saying here, be careful, please, I beg. Literally, please be careful. In the interview with the American guy, yeah, he basically explains bare of the situation. So I'm going to show you how he comes on.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, you got us. I was like, this motherfucker is really going to come on here.
Who's I'm coming on, bro? Is that what they want to know the time? They want to know the time.
Oh, there we go.
Fuck these motherfuckers. They ain't doing shit.
So tell us what's the scoop on this?
What's the scoop is that is what it is, and there's a lot of grasses going about sending videos about. That's what it is.
Yeah, I seen the video about allegedly they said it was your dad, and I figured out it was an old video of a Russian journalist.
And now there's a video today going around saying my house is on fire. Bro, does it look like my house is on fire? I'm in
no,
bed,
it doesn't.
Well, look at the guy's demeanor. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. Now, that's brave. It's ballsy and brave. And for me, it gives me anxiety, you know. Because you know when, it's like 6ix9ine. You remember when, obviously I feel like 6ix9ine wasn't about it. Danny seems to be about it. But like, it's the same type of thing where I just feel like it can only end badly one way when you invite such pressure. Man came onto the camera and literally said this. See, I'm so broke, I ain't even got my Apple Watch on. You know what I'm trying to say, but literally showing off, shining. Now, what that's reference to is because the 95 grand that he allegedly robbed wasn't the only thing that he stole. He put on his story the other day, a watch, a beautiful watch. And he was basically saying, he said the caption was himself on his story. Some Marbella gangsters or Dubai gangsters, they're basically along the lines of, they gave me 7 days to live, I'm still breathing. I'm just sat here thinking, fam, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So in the interview, he confirms that the 95 grand is real, right? He confirms that the 95 grand is real, and he basically confirms that the family that people thought he robbed from, he basically confirms the rumors. Not the rumors are true. Like, no one knows who the family actually is, who he actually robbed, as in like your everyday person. But I think he basically confirmed that people had said to him that it was the Canahans. And if you know the Canahans, they are allegedly, supposedly, some Irish King Kong drug cartel. Like, this ain't no snitch thing. If you Google Canahans, that's the first thing that comes up. So-and-so countries looking for Canahan, so-and-so countries looking for Canahan, so-and-so's country looking for Canahan for international drug conspiracy offences, all this, that and the other. So the reason why this story is getting so much traction is that it's not every day you come across a guy that robs 95 grand from an alleged or supposed Irish cartel. Now in this video, in the interview, he explains the story, which I'm going to play here.
Seen on Instagram and everything.
Tell you the reason why I robbed this man. I was going to mention it.
Yeah, let's start with that. Yeah, tell us that.
He's doing a legitimate business still. Legitimate. £35,000 every single day. The man's paying me in Scottish money, for one. I'm English. Why are you giving me moody money, yeah? Then he started giving me Irish money. Irish money's not even British tender. You can't even use it. So I started telling him, bro, what are you doing? You're taking a piss. Every day we're doing deals for £35,000. Then, all of a sudden, he's coming 5 grand short every day. So every day I'm chasing him. Like, where's my money, bro? You're broke. Like, where's my money? This went on for like 3-4 weeks. At the end, I said, look, I've got a parcel of funds. He said, how much do you want from? I said, 120 grand would come to a deal. Bro, my man sent his worker down with 95 grand and then rung me when his worker's standing next to me. Said, I'll pay you the rest on Friday in the bank. I said, what? had 2 boxes. I had one suitcase full of phones, and I had one suitcase full of bricks. So as soon as he done another dodgy deal, I said, no problem. I've got a suitcase out full of bricks. I said, see you later, mate. On your way back to Liverpool. Have a good journey, 400 miles. See you later. Bye-bye. That's the long and short of it.
So initially, I thought that he basically was talking bricks as in drug bricks, but he wasn't. So I think he was talking bricks. So he actually gave the Scouser bricks. And so as in labouring bricks. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I need to take things more literally because I'm just thinking, you're thinking the street, you're thinking slang, innit? So yeah, so I got that misconfused in yesterday's video, so I'm glad I'm redoing another video so I can actually put that out. I can put it out there. That's not true. So he literally just gave, from my understanding, he literally just said, listen, I'm taking the 95 bags. You take a suitcase full of bricks back to Liverpool, and you ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting a damn thing. You get me? You ain't getting nothing. This guy's so rich. I'm just thinking 95 grand ain't worth starting beef over. If I had Danny Simpson's money, I'd be staying low key. He says that in an interview that he doesn't really want no fame and stuff and things like that, which I appreciate because the more heat, the more eyes on you, the worse. Evil eye is real, you know. The more eyes on you, the more people are just gonna be praying for your downfall. So in the video that we saw at the start, that's basically him. Just to give you a bit of context, that's the Irish people videoing Danny. And he's basically explaining that this is what I did, I took X, Y, Z, you ain't gonna do shit all. Excuse me. In fact, you're gonna do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he confirms in the interview that that's real. He confirms that, he basically says that these lot are filming it and basically just a couple grasses. So the story's real. And that's what makes this whole thing mad. That's what kind of makes this whole thing interesting. Because it started off as a random story on social media, but it comes out that it's real. Danny has come out and said in interviews himself that it's real. There's also fake news circulating. Now it was circulating straight away that this family or whatever got hold of Danny's dad and shot him in the back of the car. Now that is categorically fake. That is fake news, not real. That there was a Russian spy or some shit and he got killed by ISIS back in, I think I saw an article back in 2015 basically. So I don't know if it happened then or it happened in the 90s or some shit, but that's how fake news spreads. And this is what I'm saying. So, and this is how you know people preying on Danny's downfall, you know. See, where I was saying in yesterday's video, I'm rooting for Donny. People are really praying for his downfall to create a story like that in terms of actually spreading the fake news that his dad got and things like that when his dad's good, his dad's cushy. From some of these interviews, I got a better understanding about Danny himself and his upbringing. So he spent a lot of his life in Peckham, which is actually why he actually knew of Bobby Kasanga before the interview. In fact, they actually were in jail together, which is quite an interesting story. But so he spent his life in Peckham before moving to Woolwich. But it was interesting to hear a bit about his story and his upbringing because it's not every day you come across people that are from Peckham, white kids from Peckham basically, who are associated with certain sets in Peckham, actually friends with some of my favourite rappers actually as well, things like that. So it's just a mad story. It's intriguing. Not to mention he was talking about he's got links with Lee Murray, who was famous for the robbery, like millions of robberies and stuff. So like, it's madness. Now, what I was saying in yesterday's video as well is that with this type of criminality, it's different from what your average street guys used to. You feel me? I definitely know what's involved in certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no naive guy, but that type of organized crime that this is kind of linked with, it gives us normal civilians an insight. You know what I'm trying to say? It gives us civilians an insight into the madness. And I'll be honest with you, these criminals and that, these so-called Canahans and things like that, these so-called organized crime bosses and things like that, in the media, they come across like celebrities. Like that's actually what they feel like they are, like kind of celebrity criminals. Like I'm not gonna lie, I grew up loving these type of stories. Your Al Capones, your El Chapos, your Pablo Escobars. That shit there it used to gas me up. So when you hear nearly 100 grand being robbed from the Canahans, you're intrigued in the story. But honestly, before I go here, and I'm not trying to sit here give no gangster advice, I would just say honestly, hand on my heart, when you've got family and stuff, just be careful with some of the things you show on the interviews and stuff, just some of the articles and stuff, because the point I was making in yesterday's video is that if I can narrow down certain things from what you say, more serious people can as well, you feel me? So
see, the guy that I did actually rob, this is another thing he did send out. He asked me for an address. I sent him my postcode. Then he asked for my mum's address. I sent him her postcode. I said, bro, he said, there's 5 people looking for you in London. I said, bro, I'm not hiding. I'm here. There's 2 postcodes. Tell me when you're there within 30 minutes and you'll see my face. No one with me, no gang, no weapons. You'll see my face. Did I get another phone call from that day? No, not one phone call. So,
this is like this is a guy who's not gonna do shit. He obviously, we're not talking like Kinahans like everybody's saying. There's no Kinahans or any of that big shit involved.
So he obviously watched that TV program on BBC One, got gassed up, and thought, "Well, fucking, it's the Kinahans' money." Like, fuck off. They've got these geezers, from what I see, have got billions of pounds. You think that 100 grand to them is like £10? You think they care?
When I saw that, I was like, God damn. Like, man said I sent him my mum's address. I sent him my address. What happened? Nothing. When I saw that, I was like, please. I was getting anxiety. Like, I knew Danny, like he was my friend, like he was my boy, like he was my brother. I was thinking, Danny, please. I mean, the thing is though, what you have to realize here about all this, people involved aren't stupid. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And as much as I think, you know, even what I said yesterday could have been loose. As much as I think what Danny says sometimes in interviews can be a bit dangerous, I'd like to think that he's patterned. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to think that he's got certain measures in place that he wouldn't allow things to happen to friends and family. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, you know, either way, I'm not too sure if Danny's going to see this story, but I would love to have Danny on this show. I would love to have you come on the video with me. We can do an interview. You can control the narrative. Yeah, we can talk about something else. We can talk about something less controversial. Because you see me, yeah, I can't ask those bait questions. I can't ask those bait questions my man yesterday was asking. Now, I'm sure he does know the code. I'm sure he does know the street code, and he ain't trying to incriminate no one. But those questions there, where man said, "What's the scoop? What's the story?" I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, and is the whole Kinahan thing true?
No, that's all bullshit, man. He's dropping names, bro.
That's just him trying to scare you out of it, pretty much.
Nothing. He could say Mike Tyson. He could say fucking everybody. I don't give a fuck, mate. I'll rob all of them for 100 grand. I don't care.
The thing is, like, we need those questions. You know what I'm saying? We need journalists that ask those questions, because at the end of the day, yeah, Danny himself is posting a lot of mad things that I would never post and what other things would never post. Like, people want to know about the story behind you robbing Dubai and Marbella gangsters for a watch. You know what I'm saying? That's a mad story. That's a mad story. And that's why it's so intriguing, because people are getting a real insight into some real serious madnesses here, or all alleged, obviously. You know what I'm trying to say? So thank God for people like the Paddy guy who just come out and ask these questions straight up. Because people want to know. Why do you think this story's got so popular? Why do you think I'm doing this? Because there's a low-key demand for the story. But either way, I just wanted to re-upload a video just to get a video out there. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about views. I don't care about clout. I'm not trying to incriminate no one. I'm not trying to snake no one or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to put no people in harm's way. Or before I go, I forgot one last point. This mad guy, Danny, yeah, man, it has been doing merchandise. Yeah, not only is he allegedly robbing serious dons, yeah, he's making merchandise saying, "You'll do nothing." Mad thing. It's a mad thing. It's a mad thing. Like, all I'll say is, like, just be careful. Either way, that's the video done for me today. Let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts. Have you not been seeing the stories about Danny circulating? Did you watch yesterday's video? Love to Danny for letting me re-upload this, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for sticking by the video again. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you at the next video. Peace.